On March 19, 1840, Republic of Texas soldiers killed some 30 Pennateca Comanche leaders and warriors and 5 women and children in the Council House fight in San Antonio. The Comanches had sent a delegation of chiefs to negotiate the exchange of captives and sought to obtain recognition of the boundaries of the Comancheria, a region of New Mexico, West Texas, and nearby areas traditionally occupied by the Comanche. Texians had demanded the return of all white captives held by the Comanche. The attending Comanche chiefs brought only one white captive. In 1838, the Comanche had captured 5 children gathering pecans along the Guadalupe River near present-day Cuero: Matilda Lockhart, age 13, Rhoda Putnam, age 17, Elizabeth Putnam, age 6, Judah Putnam, age 2, and James Putnam, age 10. The white captive returned that day was Matilda Lockhart. Her deplorable condition infuriated the Texians. It was brutal beyond expression. Miss Mary Maverick, one of the women who cared for Matilda after her release, described the girl's condition. Her head, arms, and face were full of bruises and sores, and her nose was actually burnt off to the bone. Both nostrils were wide open and denuded of flesh. Safe now with Mrs. Maverick, the girl broke into tears and said she was utterly degraded and could not hold up my head again. She described the horror she had endured. Beyond her sexual humiliations, she had been tortured terribly by the women, who had held torches to her face to make her scream. Her whole thin body bore scars from fire. An extremely intelligent girl, she had learned the Comanche tongue and had actually overheard discussions of their council strategy. She told of some 15 additional white captives in the same camp. After a dispute about the other captives, Texas soldiers entered the council house where the peace talks were being held and informed the assembled chiefs they were to be held as hostages until the remaining captives were released. The Comanche chiefs attempted to escape and called to their fellow tribesmen outside the house for help. In the ensuing melee, the soldiers killed most of the Comanches who remained in the council house courtyard. In a report by negotiator Colonel Hugh McLeod dated March 20th, Comanche deaths were 30 adult males, 3 women and 2 children, with 27 women and 2 old men taken prisoner. The Texians later offered to exchange their prisoners for the captives, but the Comanches were so outraged at the breaking of the truce, they tortured their captives to death instead. One by one, the children and young women were pegged out naked beside the campfire. They were skinned, sliced, and horribly mutilated and finally burned alive by vengeful women determined to wring the last shriek and convulsion from their agonized bodies. Matilda Lockhart's 6-year-old sister was among these unfortunates who died screaming under the high plains moon.
This sucks more than anything that has ever sucked before.